What's going on, everybody? It's Jason and welcome to our Missouri yard. So today is Saturday, August 24th. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon, about 80 degrees, partly cloudy. It's really nice out. I want to point out that I did get the sunscreen on. I got my hat on, so Heather can't give me a hard time about a sunburn or anything like that. So I thought ahead this time. So this is our third video in the series for the lawn renovation that's back here behind me. Today I'm going to mow it really short and then see if there's any green left. If there's any green left, I'm going to spot spray it. If you recall, this will be the third video on this, so a third treatment on it. So the first treatment was I believe 4 weeks ago. Yeah, 4 weeks ago. I sprayed the whole area with glyphosate, and then, which is the generic way you used, an off-brand of Roundup, basically is what it was. And then 2 weeks ago, so 2 weeks later, I mowed it down about 2 inches short, so I cut it really short. For me anyway, I usually keep mine in the summer months when it's real hot out. I usually try to keep that around 4 inches. So I cut it down to about 2 inches and sprayed it again. And this time I used the Spectricide weeding grass killer. So it was still a non-selective herbicide, but it had different chemicals in it. It had fluazapop. Fluazapop was one of the main ingredient in that I was concerned with. That's the main ingredient that really works on the Bermuda grass. And that's been my issue the whole time back there, is Bermuda grass. It's got other weeds back there too. It had other weeds back there too, because it's mostly dead, as you can see. But the Bermuda grass was my biggest issue that I was treating. So today I'm gonna rake it up. I'm gonna scalp it down really short to see if there's anything green left. And if there is, I'm gonna spot spray that. But I'm also gonna do some soil prep with the use more of the n-ext products from the Greene County Fertilizer. I'm gonna use the biopack, the biostimulant pack. Sort of. I looked through my inventory and I don't have aerate, so I'm going to be putting down the RGS, the Humic 12, and the microgreen to get the soil ready for that. And then to do spot spraying for any green I find. And then what I'm hoping for is that tonight and tomorrow there's a pretty good chance of rain. We can hope we get a little bit of rain to get that really watered in really well. So that's the plan for today. I also plan on hitting the rest of the yard. I've already mowed the yard today. I mowed it a little bit shorter than I usually do. So I actually, kind of neat thing. So I think it was last weekend I put down Milorganite to fertilize it, and my grass just grew like crazy. It blew up because we had some rain in there, and it just blew up. So I cut it. Since then, this is the second mowing since I fertilized. And so I cut a little bit shorter this time just because I plan on doing some other applications to it too. And because it was longer, when I cut it short, I went past the 1/3 rule. But then I did used a method I learned from the Grass Daddy on one of his videos, and I'll link that up here above. So when you have long grass and you're just going to mow over it and mulch it, and you don't really want to bag it, what you do is you cut it down to the height that you want it, or you plan on mowing, and then you have all those clumps and everything everywhere. And what you do is you raise your lawnmower up. In my case, I raised it up 2 notches. And then I mow it over again. So I did double cut, but what happens is that second cut, you're not actually mowing any grass, but you're just getting everything off the top. It sucks it up, get off the top, and mulches all that up. So I got it in, and I gotta tell you, it's looking pretty good back there. So let's go take a look over at the other area, and I'll get started raking. So here we are, and everything's looking pretty good. I thought I saw a spot over here that maybe have some green. I looked at it earlier today, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just seeing things. So I'm not seeing any green right off the top popping out at me right away. So that second application might have killed it. If you remember from the other video, that right around here somewhere was the wild violet, and that's gone. Oh, that's still colored from the dye. Oh, look at that. Right there. So yep, I'm gonna have to spot spray that. And so we'll see. Oh, there's another little bit there. See, stuff just, I don't know where all this comes from. It's killing me. So, well, yeah, there's another one there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rake it up and then spot spray. So let me rake and then mow. And I'm going to bag it when I mow and then spot spray. We'll see how it turns out. All right, so I got it all raked up. I used the metal rake over there. And the purpose of raking it was, one, to lift up anything that was laying down flat. You see here, like that there, get that lifted up. And then also the dead stuff that was just laying down on the ground, not really attached, but just laying and smothered on the ground. Got that raked up too. I didn't rake it up and into piles and take it out because I'm just going to mow over. I'm going to scalp it down low. I'm going to set the mower down to the lowest setting and go over it. Now, I will say this is the last mowing I'm going to do on this blade before I sharpen it, so that's why I don't have any concern about getting it down low. But I did want to show you. See, I got something there, got some green there, there. That might be some Bermuda, and that's down here. Nope, there's some Bermuda right there. I think that's Bermuda. And then over here, got a bunch of green going. And remember that spot that I completely missed the first time? Well, apparently I didn't get it very well the second time either. Either that or it's got some magic something there. Unicorn pea, maybe. That's what's keeping it all alive. I don't know. Got another weed there growing, so I do have I'm going to mow it down short, bag it up, so get all the clippings out of the way, and then I'll do some spot spraying. Hey, so I might as well show the flower bed too. These things have blown up. Really liking that wind thing there. If we had wind, it'd be spinning. Heather really likes owls, so every once in a while you'll see an owl into the landscaping. I don't know what those are, but they're pretty cool. I know these are lantanas down here. I really like those. That rose isn't looking too good. Ooh, that's a pretty one. I don't know what that is either. Almost looks like a lantana, but maybe it is. I don't know. So, black-eyed Susan's back in there. Pretty stuff. I don't like those. Those are barberry bushes. If you're not familiar with them, let's see if I can get up close to them. See that? They got little thorns on them. And I hate those things. Alright, on to mowing. I want to show you real quick before I got started mowing. Yep, still got my boot. Actually got a cover on it so the boot itself doesn't get all dirty. I got that boot off of Amazon, or the cover off of Amazon. Well, now when I go to spray things, I will put the garbage sack back on it. But just for mowing, I found out this cover works out just fine to keep it clean. So, when you see me mowing, I'm going to have a little hitch in my giddy up. Alright, so I've raked and I mowed, and I think I'm changing my plans. I was going to spot spray the weeds, but because it is mowed, so I did cut so much off and mowed so low, I think I'm going to wait maybe another week. I mean, there is some green there, plant growing there, and there's a couple more throughout that I've noticed. So, but like a good surface there. Ooh. Yep, that is attached. Nope, no it's not. There's something there. So I still got a few thick green things here and there. So I'm gonna wait another week, let them grow and really stand out, and then I'll spray it again. Yeah, there's something maybe growing there. But I'm glad I raked all the dead stuff up and then mowed, because I have all that bare soil now, where when I put down the humic 12 and the RGS and the microgreen, that'll really get good soil contact there, and it'll get in there really well. And what else I like, so I got the mower down to the lowest it can go, but obviously there's still a lot of dead grass there. What is that? Look at all that. Goodness. Ooh, look at that big old runner. That's still green. But look how, see, it starts here and it anchored there. So it started here, anchored there, anchored there, ran, anchored there, and then there. So that might have been where it started out. I don't know. But that's how the Bermuda grows. So, got to spray it again. But I'm going to get down the RGS and the humic 12. There's another runner. Another one. See, you didn't even see any of that stuff before I mowed it. So, that's the plan now. So now I'm going to go get set up with my backpack sprayer with put the humic 12 and the RGS in it. I really wish I had to aerate, but like I said, I'm out. So, but we're coming along, guys. We're coming along. Here we are, back at a familiar place. Got the board with the n-ext products. So the biostimulant pack is what you normally put down 2 weeks prior to seeding or overseeding. Well, it consists of the RGS, the humic 12, and the microgreen, but it also consists of Air 8, which I'm out of. So I'm just gonna have to skip that one. When I put my next order in, I'm gonna order some. So I'm gonna put in RGS and humic 12 in one application, then I'm gonna do the microgreen in a separate application. So I was gonna do 6 ounces of RGS and 6 ounces of humic 12 in a gallon, and that's a little over 1,000 square feet over there. So I'm just gonna put a gallon of water in. Yeah, gonna use my backpack sprayer. I have my hand tank sprayer, but it still has a little bit of product left over from when I was treating the redbud trees. So I can't use that one. So I have to use the backpack sprayer. All right, might be a little overkill, but it'll be okay. So I'm going to put in the 6 ounces of RGS and 6 ounces of humic 12 and get spraying. And as a reminder, as I've done in my previous videos, you know how the sprayers, they have the little marks on the side? Well, I can never see them very well, so I always come back with a Sharpie and mark the 1 gallon, 2 gallon, 3 gallon, and 4 gallons. And I already have about a half gallon of water in there. And I got my RGS and humic 12 measured out. I'll pour that in. Black gold there, baby. Let that drip in there for a second. And then I'm going to fill it up the rest of the way with a gentle shower. So I set my hose on soaker. Get that out of the way. Alright, good to go. I'm going to spray. I'm going to try this. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, I forgot my thing turned. I'm going to go like this. Spraying. It's really hard to spray and look to the camera at the same time. And you notice I have the fan tip sprayer on there. I'm going to try to keeping the spray head at around knee height, and do that the whole time, so that way I can have a pretty even and equal application. All right, this started hard to do, so I am just going to spray it, and you'll see the end result. All right, so I got the RGS and Humic 12. I ended up having to fill the tank up twice because I was walking way too slow. So got a really heavy dose on that. The good thing about this product, the RGS and Humic 12, you can't put down too much really, so I was safe there. Just a reminder, the next product from Greene County Fertilizer, the RGS Root Growth Stimulator. It is 6% humic acid and 3% sea kelp, and it's designed to really promote root growth. So we're getting that into the soil before we seed. And then the Humic 12 as in 12% humic acid, and it also has a couple other ingredients in there too. Humic acid is a great biostimulant to help your soil. Now we're on to the microgreen. It's a 002 microgreen. So it has 2% of your K, which is potassium or potash. It also has, well, what is that? That's magnesium and sulfur and copper and iron and manganese and zinc. And I believe it also has another 8% humic acid and 2% cold water kelp. All right, guys. Well, that's it. My battery died earlier, so didn't get it all the video put in. But I think I got the description of the microgreen. I'll tell you what I'll do is on the BioStim pack, I'll go ahead and put a link up in the corner there for the chapter and verse from the n-ext DIY channel. So that way you can get a full description of what it is and all the applications for it. So basically all you missed for this one is I sprayed the microgreen and then I watered it in, got the sprinkler out and watered it in for about 10-15 minutes just to get it into the soil a little bit. So that was really it. So that's video 3. Next week, next weekend I think I'll do the spot spraying. I probably won't do a video on that, but then 2 weeks from today is when I'm going to start seeding, and that's going to be a big video. So I got a lot of steps involved with that. So look forward to that. Appreciate it, guys, stopping by. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, all that jazz. Greatly appreciate all the support we're getting. So on behalf of Heather, who takes care of the flowers, myself, who take care of the lawn, thanks again for visiting our Missouri yard. Have a good night.